Hey guys, some of you are watching this in class and some of you are probably watching this online. I'm going to talk about the found poem. Some of you have already heard what you are doing and how to do it. And some of you, this is the first time that you've ever seen this, heard this, or know about it. So for the next 2 weeks, you guys will be working on your found poem. This is a poetry project, and we will be working a lot in class, and sometimes you will work outside of class. As you see right now on my screen, I'm going to make myself smaller. It says found poem performance task, and the standard is to create a poem using specific word choices to represent meaning, tone, and certain imagery, as well as design a poem that creates rhyme or rhythm and or figurative language. These are the standards that you guys have been working with that I've taught you over the last couple of weeks, and now we're implementing and creating a poem to make sure that you understand and apply your knowledge to the skills there. I'm going to start where it says general information. It says you guys, students will reread, reskim the narrative of the life of the Frederick Douglass text to create the found poem. We have already used this text this year, therefore, you can skim over it quickly to see where you want to pull from, and examples of ideas are below to right here. Those are examples of found poetry. Students, you guys can use one, some, or all of the text papers as resources given and design that specific paper or cut out words from the text to create the poem. It is up to you how to create your found poem. The object of a found poem is to find the words in the text and create the poem's arrangement to fit the theme. On my slideshow, okay, right here, there are 2 videos kind of so you can visualize what found poetry is, and I'm going to show it right now.
Hello everybody, it's Peyton from Teen Central. Today we're going to talk about found poetry. The definition of found poetry is a poem consisting of words found in a non-poetic context. Examples of found poetry are blackout poetry and magazine poetry, which we're going to do today. Step 1. Go through a text of some sort. It could be an article, magazine, book, advertisement, etc., and make a list of words. Step 2. Look at the words you've chosen and identify a broad theme or message. Step 3. After identifying a theme, go back through the text and pick out additional words. And last step is to compose a poem using the words and phrases you have chosen. Now I'll show you how I created my found poem. The supplies I used were magazines, a piece of paper, scissors, and a glue stick. As you can see, I've already browsed through the magazines and gathered my words to create the poem. I layered different colored paper to create a more pleasing look, but please feel free to use whatever kind of paper you have on hand. After I gathered all of the words I needed, I trimmed off any excess space before gluing them to the paper. After picking out words like extraordinary, views, and the world, the theme I decided to go with was travel. After I had chosen my theme, I returned to the magazines to cut out additional words to fill in the gaps. These were words such as to, will, and take you. I'm going to finish gluing down my words, and then I'll check back in with you to reveal the final product. For watching me create my found poem, and I hope
So I'm going to stop it here. This is an example of found poetry. She found those words in a magazine, and with all of those words, then she created a structured poem that makes sense. So traveling starts with you. Wherever you wander, the world will take you to extraordinary views. You're not alone. I do it all the time. So she created a poem looking at all the different words from magazines, put them together, and created her found poetry. We are going to do it a little bit different, but I wanted to show you what found poetry can also look like. We are going to take the text from